Rams house. Are you ready for what's more likely, but it's just the Rams?
Oh, yeah. Give them to me.
Okay. If the Rams win on Sunday, what's more likely? The mainstream media talks about the Rams winning or the Eagles losing more.
I think it's honestly going to be the Eagles losing more.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from, just because they are the reigning Super Bowl champions and they've already had a lot of media covering them with the tush push, but also with the fact that their passing game hasn't gotten going and some of the drama. I think the fact that they're the Super Bowl champions and they are kind of in the spotlight, I believe it'll be more so they're going to be talking about, oh, the Eagles lost this game. How did they lose this game? Then the Rams won this game. They're a legit contender.
Yeah. No, there's definitely, I think the Eagles have such a huge target on them because it's not just the Super Bowl. They haven't lost a game in a long time, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Like they're a good team that, a lot of people are waiting for them to lose. And so I feel like the Rams could, play the greatest football game ever, and the mainstream media will still talk about the Eagles losing more than the Rams being a really good team.
And we saw this before too. It not even just exclusive to the Eagles game. It felt like, especially kind of in like the early Sean McVay Rams years, or even like the end of the Goff era years, that a lot of the times they were talking more so about like how did such and such a team lose against the Rams? Like what did they do wrong? It's like sometimes good football teams just beat other teams,
Yeah, right. Okay, fair enough. All right, what's more likely? Puka Nacua makes a diving, insane catch in the first half of this game, or the Rams D-line sacks Hurts. Oh, should have capitalized there. Sorry. Hurts twice in the first half.
I honestly think it's going to be the second one. Yeah. Rams D-line sacks Hurts twice in the first half. If you guys go back to that playoff game last year, the Rams actually had 7 sacks on Jalen Hurts. And I think a lot of people forget about that because of like the Rams didn't win the game. But they did get to him 7 times. And Puka Nacua, obviously, we've seen him have those insane diving catches before. He makes them look routine. I'm going to argue that he's not going to need to dive for any of them because Stafford's going to put it right on the money.
Oh, okay. I like it. Oh, I like it. I like it. I think for me, I'm going to go Puka Nacua because I just feel like at least once a game, he has one catch where like, was that the greatest catch I ever saw? And you think about it like periodically. And so I think that could happen early in the game there. But I would love it if both those things happen.
Yeah.
All right. What's more likely? Chris Shula is the Dolphins head coach next season. Shout out Grant Iser, our Dolphins fan in the chat. Or Rams offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur is a head coach for any other NFL team.
That's a very good one. That's a juicy one. I'm going to say Chris Shula, Dolphins head coach. Just looking at where the Dolphins are trending and look at the steam that Chris Shula is picking up. If he puts together another year like he looks like he's going to with this defense, have back-to-back seasons like that, I think a lot of NFL teams and organizations can look at what Mike LaFleur did in the past, like with the Jets, and it takes longer for them to get over like how bad that went. That's like in their back of their minds. Whereas like Chris Shula, he's like a new young guy who came from Sean McVay's staff, who put together great defenses with a bunch of unproven guys. I think that would sound more enticing. And I think honestly, the Dolphins, just even for PR, that would be a great move to bring in Chris Shula. And so for me, I would say Chris Shula becoming a head coach of the Dolphins rather than Mike LaFleur, any other team head coach.
Yeah, I see a lot of Dolphins fans that are like, give us Chris Shula. He's right. And I fully believe both Chris Shula and Mike LaFleur will be head coaches at some point in the NFL. I think both could generally be good head coaches in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
The Dolphins connection with Shula, obviously because of Don Shula, you can't ignore that. But I don't know, like in today's world where there's a lot of young quarterbacks that are kind of in bad coaching situations, I could see people getting excited about Mike LaFleur as an offensive-minded head coach. I think that Jets tenure that he was there, he was kind of the fall guy for a lot of other issues. And as time has gone on, it's clear he was not the problem with the Jets. So I think that Chris Shula is a good chance to be the Dolphins head coach, but I don't pardon me. I don't know if that's the direction they want to go with like the defensive coordinator turn head coach narrative. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to track, but I think Rams assistant coaches and offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators being in the head coaching conversations is very regular for the Rams. So I could see both these options playing out, but if I had to pick one, I'm going with Chris Shula.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. My next one here. Okay. Pardon me, I have a tickle in my throat. What's more likely? The Rams stop the tush push on Sunday, or Jalen Hurts throws a pick six?
Ooh, this is a really good one. This is a good job on that. Because I could really see a pick six happening. But the Rams have stopped the tush push before. It's been a long time since the Rams have had a pick six in general, especially against the Eagles. So I'm going to say they stopped the tush push.
Okay.
What do you say?
I'd agree with that. Yeah, just I feel like there's such a because there's a thing that like Adam Schefter tweeted out about like how there's going to be an emphasis on calling the tush push tighter and things like that, and whether it's the Rams that stop it or the refs that stop it. Obviously, I'm hoping it's the Rams. I think that could be something that happens. Jalen Hurts. I still say one of the strengths of his game is his decision making. I don't think he's like if he throws a pick, I don't see it being a pick six. So that's kind of where I'm at with Jalen Hurts. Obviously would love to see that, but I would tend to agree that the tush push being stopped is more likely.
Especially because, like I said, the Rams have stopped it before. Yeah. It's not like they do it routinely, but to have even one time them doing it, I think it would be more likely than Hurts throwing a pick six.
Yeah. There's some people in the chat here. They're saying pick six. Okay. That's fair enough. That's cool. Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. I got a few more here. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
What's more likely? Jared Verse has words, should be plural, with Eagles fans in the stands, or Jalen Carter spits on a Rams player.
Definitely number one for me. Jared Verse has a word with Eagles because Jared Verse talks to everybody. Even it could even just be a guy in the drive-thru at McDonald's, and he would talk about how slow he's ordering. Like Jared Verse just trash talks. I don't see Jalen Carter spitting on somebody again, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think once was enough for him.
Yeah.
No, girl, I just put that one in there because I wanted to be funny. Anyway,
yeah. I like it.
Okay, let's get serious here. What's more likely? Nate Landman gets 10 tackles in this game, or Devontae Adams gets 10 catches?
That's a good one. Ooh, 10 catches.
I want to hear you in the chat too. Put Landman or Adams.
I need some help on this one. Yeah, I think I want to do what Rich Eisen does sometimes where he says I can see both happening, but I can't do that. I got to pick one.
Yep.
I'm going to say because the Eagles are such a run-heavy offense and that's such a key to stopping them, both with Jalen Hurts running it and Saquon running it, I'm going to say Nate Landman gets 10 tackles.
Okay. Looks like we got some agreement here with that. I'm actually going to say Adams getting 10 catches. I think is more likely. Not that I don't think Nate Landman can't get it. I just think that the way that the Eagles are a defense is going to play the Rams offense, they're going to need a lot of, get the ball out quickly, get it to your playmakers. And like, I could see both Adams and Puka getting over 10 catches in this game.
Yeah. They've been so dynamic too. It's obviously going to come down to protection and stuff, but we'll see. I don't know what, I think this guy's an Eagles fan, but I think he's saying Vic Fangio is going to help Jackson. I don't know what Jackson is he talking about Adoree Jackson maybe?
I think
corner?
so. That would make
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. That was a good one, though. I think that one is the one that gave me the most pause because I could definitely see both those things happening. I could see Adams having a game like that. He had a big game last week. But I don't know. I just see with the Rams stressing as much as they are, trying to stop Saquon and trying to stop the running game, I think it's going to be important that your best linebacker is going to be making those tackles. So,
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. All right, I got one more. You want one more?
oh yeah, let's get one more.
Okay. What's more likely? Matthew Stafford throws a deep pass. It should be deep pass. Throws a touchdown pass. That should be a T there. My apologies for my poor spelling. So Matthew Stafford throws a touchdown pass first. I meant to say this is first. Or a Rams wide receiver scores a rushing touchdown for the second week in a row. Note, Puka Nacua had a rushing touchdown, 45 yards last week against the Titans. What's more likely to happen first, I should say? Matthew Stafford throws a touchdown pass or a Rams wide receiver scores a rushing touchdown for the second round of the week?
I think that it's more likely that Matthew Stafford throws a touchdown pass just because the Rams, I don't feel like they do enough of those jet sweeps and end arounds as they used to.
Yeah.
Like 2017, 2018, 2019 Rams did, and even 2020. That doesn't feel like it's as much of a part of their game, which is kind of why I was surprised that they had that play with Puka last week and it scored. Because I don't remember the last time the Rams got like a jet sweep touchdown score in a rushing touchdown through a wide receiver. So I would say Stafford throwing a pass for a touchdown first.
Yeah, especially like a 45-yard one. Maybe that's one of the reasons it worked is because we hadn't seen that in a long time.
Yeah. I feel like we see guys in motion all the time, like they're going to do that, but they rarely actually give the ball to them.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun. Thanks for playing along, everyone, to What's More Likely, but it's just about the Rams.